The Psychology of Attraction. A story. Arjun never considered himself the best-looking guy in the room. His friends had sharper jawlines, better muscles, and some even carried that effortless swagger that drew glances from across the cafe. But what Arjun lacked in physical flash, he unknowingly carried in traits that stirred something deeper, something 90% of women secretly responded to. It began one rainy evening when he met Maya at a friend's gathering. She noticed him first, not because of how he looked, but because of how he carried himself. He wasn't loud, nor was he trying too hard to impress. He spoke with confidence, measured, calm, never arrogant. When he greeted her, his eyes locked with hers, not in a challenging way, but in a way that made her feel seen. Later, when the music played louder and the group scattered into smaller conversations, Maya found herself seated beside him. Arjun wasn't telling exaggerated stories or boasting about achievements. Instead, he asked her about herself, what books she liked, what made her laugh, and what her dreams were. More importantly, he listened. He leaned in, his eyes steady, nodding thoughtfully, responding with warmth. Maya felt an unusual rush. It wasn't just his words, but the way he seemed to genuinely understand her. Psychology calls it emotional intimacy. She called it magnetic. At one point, someone cracked a joke, but it was Arjun's playful twist that made her laugh so hard she almost spilled her drink. The room seemed lighter, her shoulders relaxed, and before she realized it, her attraction grew stronger. Humor, she thought, wasn't just entertainment. It was foreplay for the mind. When he reached out, brushing a strand of hair away from her face with casual gentleness, Maya's body reacted faster than her thoughts. A small touch, but it carried safety, tenderness, and a whisper of desire. She felt anticipation build, almost electric. Hours later, as the rain still tapped against the windows, the two walked outside together. Maya found herself opening up about things she rarely shared, her struggles, her fears. Instead of dismissing them, Arjun listened, offered comfort, and even encouraged her dreams. He didn't try to fix her. He simply stood by her. That quiet support created a sense of security that wrapped around her more warmly than any jacket could. Ambition revealed itself naturally in their talk. He spoke about his projects, not to brag, but with passion. His eyes lit up when describing goals he chased, not just for himself, but for the life he wanted to build. Maya felt her admiration deepen. To her, ambition wasn't arrogance, it was stability, a promise of direction. But what sealed her attraction was his respect. He never pushed, never invaded her space. He asked before touching her hand, respected her pauses, and valued her words as though they mattered. It was subtle but powerful, the kind of behavior that made her trust, open up, and yes, feel an undeniable spark. By the time they said goodbye, Maya realized something profound. Attraction wasn't just about looks or fleeting chemistry. It was about connection, respect, humor, and emotional safety. Arjun might never be the most handsome man in the room, but to Maya he was unforgettable. The kind of man who made her feel wanted, valued, and deeply aroused.